Blizzardy. It is blizzardy out there. Oh yeah, I'm killing myself when I don't need to. We'll grab ourselves a sip of water. Still got lots of kind of food on hand, plus there's some deer meat out there. Plus when we come back, there'll be more deer, well not more deer meat, less deer meat, but deer meat for me to cook. Sounds like it's wrapping up out there. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, we'll take this with us. It only weighs a kilogram. So nap time will be a nice part of the day when we wake up and get heading out. We'll eat that little scrap of deer meat that I've got there. Uh-oh, I got the fever. I don't have the fever. It's just I can feel the fever coming on, you know. Oh. Well, that was slightly underwhelming. 50 calories. I think she just burned 50 calories just now. It is cold out. Thank goodness this is not a... whatchamacallit? Dead man run. That's the sentence. I don't think that house is standing. And we are not investigating. It might be, but we're not going to look. Okay, so we're going to leave these cattails and grab these ones. There will be cattails where we're headed, but they're on the other side. And we got to keep traveling. We got to go across. So I want to go to Coastal Highway, begin setting up the base. Do my, you know what, we might as well get Desolation Point over with. Because I go there, I do my second forge, and it's, wait a second. Have I gone to Desolation Point already and done a forge? And then came back? Oh, I have, haven't I? Or is that my Interloper character, or my Dead Man character? Oh, girl. I promise I won't run you off a cliff at 1,000 days. And if we make it there, if we make it to 1,000 days, oh look, a stick. If we make it to 1,000 days, I won't run you off a cliff. You're not a stalker character, where I'm pretty much bored to tears with you by the time we get to... I got that character to all the skill levels to 5, and I was like, oh, good. Goodbye. Tired of hauling around all your stuff. Always good to actually kind of establish a food. Is he coming towards me? He's coming right for me. Alright, I'll be able to pull this off. Okay, so we'll probably stop. There we go. Well, actually, because he'll turn now. It's going to screw things up. Oh, wrestling time. Dog's got to wrestle. It's kind of hard to make these shots when she's, you know, freezing. I could do try the chest shot, but I prefer to go for the head shot because it's a little more. Oh, okay. Somewhere in there? Oh, no, not in there. Hey, buddy. That's a friendship arrow. We're good. Ah. Gotta get warmed up here. Gotta get the old practice in. We do have a nice sunny time. But I'm just gonna run in here real quick onto the inside of this cave. What do we have for temperature back here? That's pretty good. You notice I do a lot of napping, but somehow at the end of the day I still can go to sleep and sleep through the night. It's because I'm really I don't know what it is, but my pinky finger on my left hand is really heavy. And it just seems to just rest on that sprint button really well. I don't know why. You know what, buddy? You get to live. You know what? If you run this way, I can't guarantee your safety, though. I got my bow out because... See, I'm going this way. You're just... Yeah, he'll run back this way now that he's probably called a wolf in. Oh, no. There he goes. Well, I'm going to take this free ride for sure. Stay close. Ah, darn it. Ah. Now I'm chasing this clown around instead of, you know.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Moving on to my destination. I thought I could get a quick shot off, and he was really being a good sport about heading where I wanted to go. Now we're looping right back around to where we could have gone rather easily if we would have just crossed the bridge. This is now bear territory and wolf territory, like happy days. Not really.
So cold.
Where'd you go? Did you go right back down into the town? Did you seriously do that? What a jerk. Where did he go? So if I can see him running... No, the wolf didn't get him. Oh. Where did you... Yeah. Are you kidding me? He's in front of the community center. Yeah, the house is definitely burnt down. No. I love this game. Yeah. Alright, well, we got a mag lens fire date. I am disappointed that lunch walked in a big circle. And the thing is, I'm running her kind of cheap, so I thought, we'll wait till we get a mag lens fire, because she's not starving, right? Yeah, okay, that's good. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter O. because it's shaped like a big giant circle.
Come on.
Oh, you know, it's I know it says 85%. I get it. You're frustrated. I've been there.
Come on, little fire.
I'm more frustrated that I'm literally standing roughly 50 feet from where I started this episode. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. It is a long run, so I guess I should take this kind of thing in stride. But seriously, did you have to run back to the community hall? Like,
Oh, lucky day.
I don't know. Is that going to warm me up? I can't even. All right, let's put this away for a second. Like as in away. Let's go in. I think it'll do it. No, no, not quite. Now it'll do it. Hey, look, feather.
Oh, so cold.
Yeah, you know, that has a lot to do with me. It's just kind of looking for a stick. I had to break down a torch while we hunker down. Wow. Oh, more wrestling. Okay, let's not step in the fire. I've already had sort of a rough time here. Can we do a birch bark right now? Just to warm the girl up, you know? Give her some calories. Alright, now we'll throw some water on. Yeah, the knife's getting a little roughed up. You know what, though? We're gonna make another one.
Oh, stomach. It hurts. Oh, God, it hurts.
I love this game. Did I just not say that? Did I not say that? 4%, guys. Oh, man. 4%. And now we have roommates. Not what I was looking for. So what we're going to do, though, is I'm not going to bother with the... I mean, we are covered, you know. 2, 3, that's 5 days. 6 days. 15 days. Plus 9 T's. Which is another 9 days. So we have our 24 days of worm buddies. But we'll wait till sunrise to drink our worm tea. Or eat our worm pills. It's like, what happened? Why is she in pain? Yeah, that knife, yeah, it didn't really even do anything to the knife. There we go. 1% for 5 kilos. Yeah, good enough trade for something I'm probably going to throw away. Not like right now, but when we do our second forging, you'll see. Basically, I'm going to recreate some of the stuff I did with my previous long run, you know? Let's get ourselves there. Whoa, whoa, you're nuts. Reishi mushrooms, your tea of rose hips. We're still going. We're just going to be really not hungry. And we have this lovely pile of meat to come back to. That, hopefully, we'll be at level 5 cooking for. Alright. Ooh, tea. I probably could have burned that because I was not paying attention, but I did not. Alright. Do I want to do more water? How much time do I have on this fire? 51 minutes. Yeah, I'm not really warming up too quick. If I throw this guy on here and then cook a tea and get out of here, yeah, I think that'll work fine. Eat that. There we go. Heat up a tea, or do I drink now? We'll just do a little tea. So I love Loons' mod with the warming meat. Yeah, we're not in pain. But she says something about her stomach, but I mean, really, you know. All right. She's cool. She's not cold. So we can drop this piece of cooked meat. Put that over there. Grab ourselves a torch. And let's drink some of this water. We got some of it. Don't drink too much. Yeah, let's head on up to the mine here. Now that we have. Remember when I was over there? I remember when I was over there. Rawr. I wish they wouldn't do that when I'm looking at a wolf. It's terrifying. I mean, it's a good stress test, you know. It's like, do you have heart disease? Not bad. What is going on, everyone? Yeah, see? We have other problems. Yeah. We don't need to... Please don't stand up and beat me into the snow. I really like this hat. Alright. Oh, look, stick. Okay, let's head up to the mine. Yes, I know. I know. I shouldn't load up on sticks too much, but I mean... Because we are going to hit the coal mine. And probably as we get settled in, the first thing I'm going to do when I get in there is come up with some food. And the best way to come up with some food, after you've just emerged from a mine, and you're holding about 35 coal on you, is to go fishing. I know it's not the most riveting long dark play, is watching somebody fish. Personally, I believe I built my channel on fishing. Nothing like watching some low resolution fishing. That's how I actually
I need to find some place to escape this.
that's how I made most of my characters survive long periods of time, because I was horrible with the bow. You know, you can't live off rabbits really unless you're catching like 15 of them at a time. So I would just fish and eat carcasses. And just so I learned how to be a scavenger way before I ever did any actual hunting. And just scavenged and lived like somebody who is inept for a long time. The old Interloper. Restarted a lot. It was awesome. So I got that start down pretty good. I remember once I had pretty much done. I think I was like 8 days into the run, and I was doing the best I ever had, guys. I was doing the best I ever had. Oh, I was so. If there was a skip button on this thing, I would be using it. You know, I was so happy. I think it was 8 days in, and I was coming back to Coastal Highway, the same place we're going. Oh yeah, this is the one with the stairs and the potential stem and the thing. We'll keep this fire going. Why not? It was a free fire to begin with. So I got to Coastal, or I was on my way back to Coastal Highway. I had got those saplings right at the edge of Coastal Highway there by the car.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
No, you've got the stuff you need. We're going for coal here. But most of this coal is going to stay the stuff that I don't burn while fishing for salmon. I mean, seriously, if you're like subsisting on this kind of diet and stuff like that, and you reeled in a 10-pound salmon, you'd be so excited. We need to kill ourselves a moose. Okay, I was gonna say, I can't remember. I think one of these is a dead end. I think I'm right. Alright, the torch. Ooh, it's a nice one. That'll be fancy. I probably will use the, if I've got a 100%er, I probably won't use it right away. I know, how else am I supposed to get it to 40%? But, you know, if I don't use it right away. Now I'm setting up a base. But, actually, you can come with me. Does it still have the fever? No. Got no fever. We just have roommates. Roommates. I don't know who placed that Craigslist ad, but yeah, you know, how else am I going to get it down to 37%? Hey guys, no rodeos. Gosh, look at the light off of that thing. A fresh torch is delightful. Alright, that's the last one of those I think I'm going to drop in this episode. I heard the zipper sound, yes. Checked my empty backpack. Now ooh. I'm in a coal mine. You can tell by the coal. That's what I don't understand about the gold mine. It's coal. I'm like, well, where's the gold? Because I want to take that to the forge. And I want to make golden arrows. Yeah. Just a thought. And then a golden knife. Oh, and then you can plate the rifle and your handgun gold too. Just to be completely irrational in a survival situation. Breaking into the cannery so you can have to make some golden arrows. Although I still think that idea of spray painting your arrows would be super cool, because an orange arrow would just be so nice. Now, how is our lantern doing? It could use a refill, so let's grab this.
Nobody needs this anymore.
This can. Oh crap! Okay, drop that. Actions. Refuel you. There we go. Let's drop back. Let's drop that. There we go. That's nice. Empty, empty. Search. Probably won't find anything cool. But that's, you know, probably. Sometimes you do find cool stuff. So where do I end up? Let me come out of this thing. The tower. The tower could have the hammer, right, guys? So I've got to check the tower. Now I weigh 9 billion pounds. I know. You can barely walk with this much gear because you weigh like 50 kilo. I don't even want to know how much. Why are you guys doing laps? Like, I get it, you've got some energy to burn off. That's right, one of my dogs is 14 years old, and she spends her day running around and wrestling. That's a healthy girl, healthy girl. Also, I just gave her a hip massage, so I think that kind of loosens up some stuff, and she feels pretty good, and wants to. Or maybe it's just the affection, you know, gives her a, you know, Dad loves me best, let's wrestle, you know. That's, you know, that's, which dog I love best is beside the point. The idea is, you know, I give them both affection. Because you can't, we're not allowed. Do you think that German Shepherd that knows an outro will let you pet the white dog right in front of her? Like, no, that's not happening. Okay, so now we should look. Just getting into nighttime. We've got a torch, so we can get past any wolf. We weigh a lot because I have 49 coal, which is excessive. It is. We're going to keep walking forward. I'm going to come out here and drop some. This looks like a good spot to me. Keep 30? I like 30. Yeah. We're still overweight, but we still get that sprint option. Now I'm hoping that my torch continues to burn. So yeah, we gotta check this tower. Because if the hammer's up here, we want to take the hammer with us, right? The objective is to... I need a hammer at each of my bases for fishing hut. And then I need a hammer at each forge as well. So if I go to a forge, generally I don't go back to Desolation Point again. Or I didn't before. But you know what? I'll probably actually set it up. Leave the hammer there. And end up going back to Desolation Point again. Just, you know, once in a while to make sure I'm getting everything out of it that I can, right? Because when you're coming out of it, because I'm going to come out of it with a bunch of extra forged items. Like I will. What are you doing up there? That is an odd place for you to be.
Sure getting cold.
Yeah, it's a very strange place for him to be. We've got our good morning parasite tea. Yeah, see, there's a poor deer out there. This guy's gonna track back and kill that deer. If I'm lucky, I'll see it happen.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Yeah? Would you lay down in an abandoned lookout tower? For the longest time, this bed had no warmth bonus, which I thought was awesome. I loved it. I was like, yes! It's a no-good cot in an abandoned lookout tower. It's not going to be nice. Bring your own blanket kind of thing, right? Alright. We dropped coal. I shouldn't be picking up sticks, but I mean, really, I love my sticks. You know, and you do that fine tuning. It's like when people play this war of mine and they don't make cigarettes, it's like, what are you doing? Because it's a wonderful trade item. Because you can fine tune the trader into, you know, he's like, that's not enough. And you're like, how about a cigarette? And he's like, yeah, okay. You're like, yes. Whereas you wouldn't have any other alternative. The next alternative is to try to reset up a fair trade. I don't even know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but this war of mine is it's quite the game. Very heavy. Well, there's a note that I never read, but the matches. Hopefully we get some soup out of this cupboard. No soup for you. Oh, my whetstone. And sometimes, yes, we've got a hacksaw. Now, what kind of hacksaw do we have? Got a 56er. What are you?
I could use this.
You are a keeper. We're going to pretend that this was the hacksaw here all along. That's right. Somebody broke into your house and replaced something with an exact duplicate that doesn't quite work as well. I have heard that story before from somebody. Do I really need to keep this fire going all night, though? Like, I would just be doing it for, you know, the me doing it kind of thing. Yeah, we're great. She's okay for now. Things aren't... We do have that tea, right? Good, okay. Because I do want to do a morning tea for her. Alright, well. You can have that one too, because it's not any good. Alright. That's enough torches. Such. Let's go into the food items. I don't know. That's some intense wrestling. They're really giving her tonight. Alright. Z5. It used to be 0. Sorry guys, I could tell them not to wrestle, but then they would just bark at me instead, so kind of got, you know, your choice. It's either directed at us or at each other. Ooh, a wolf detected me and is now afraid. What are you gonna do, right? Like, no matter how many times this game kills me, it's like...
Man, I could use a drink.
Ugh. Alright. Well, why don't you drink some infected meat tea? Big sigh of relief. What do we got here? Sun is coming up. What do I have for breakfast? Nah, I'm not gonna eat those or that. I'm gonna hope that 46 is kind. You know? Give a girl a break. And she'll actually sleep 3 hours too, because she's got roommates. All right, beautiful. It's gonna be okay for a morning walk. Minus 19 is not what I would actually call okay for a morning walk. I mean, I used to, you know, when it was minus 19 outside and I was working outside, that wasn't, you know, the best. You know, you weren't like, yay. But usually it was like, yeah, at least it's minus 26 like it was, you know, on Monday. Now it's Thursday. Alright, come on. You're all so pretty. Alright. Do we go this way? Potentially wrecked by a bear. Go that way. Oh man, now I have a sprained ankle. Oh yeah, I still can't run with a sprained ankle. They haven't changed that. Alright, girls. Really? I'm glad you're incorporating the toys. It is nice. Do we have painkillers? Yeah, let's eat them. For the pain. There we go. Does this run out on me, or? Yeah, okay. Sometimes this dude will have a pry bar. You can climb up that rope, and I think there's some saplings you can get. No, don't quote me on that one. I might be thinking of a different area with a different rope. I often do that. I call that long dark deja vu, where things just kind of blend together, and you're like, yeah.
I can't feel my feet.
Hey, whoa. It's crazy, because you can't see them either. So that's two senses telling you you don't have feet. And since after not even changing your socks once in 44 days, you don't have one single scent bar coming from your invisible feet that you say you cannot feel. Oh man, I thought I was going to eat that, but you can't eat, well, no, you shouldn't eat spray paint. Shouldn't eat spray paint. If you learn nothing else from any of my streams, just don't eat spray paint. I'd be happy if you just took that away from this. But yeah, so pretty much we're talking 3 of the senses are telling her that she doesn't have feet. However, her sense of hearing says otherwise. Now, I don't know if she's going to go so far as to taste her feet, but, and you know, we had to go there, right? But if she can't see them, feel them, or smell them, and can only hear them, it makes it difficult, you know, I imagine. Okay, so this place was awful for snacks. It is not getting it. This restaurant is getting a horrible Yelp review. All right, we're gonna grab this book because we'll set it on fire later. Yeah, you guessed it. I'm having a nap. Okay, here we go. Let's run on down the hill. So this is pretty much, you know, we're making it. Kind of worried I was about to get attacked, you know. 1 second. Okay. Like, we don't need to kill another bear. I need to kill a moose. And then we can start curing more gut. Start making the rest of the clothing. Because, you know, I like the construction boots. The work boots, they're good. They're decent. Uh-oh. why did I go that way when I could have just waited? Did I go down to Dog Sword? I did, didn't I? Plenty of action down here. Oh, I'm just to the... Yeah, this is where my... Spoiler alert, this is where my dead man got attacked. It's a live stream, so you'd know if he was dead. It's not like there's a video coming out in a couple of days where I killed my live stream character off screen for reasons. This character I have... okay, so we need to go this way. This character I have done some off-screen stuff, like I made the pants and the coat off-screen. I need to find myself. I need to be on the lookout for some wool socks. Reason I need to go this way is because we need to go check to see if the heavy hammer is on this side of the map. So I might as well haul all this coal over here while I'm at it, you know. The reason, of course, is I'm not taking any coal with me except for my one emergency piece, which I doubt I'll even need on my way through, is we're going through a coal mine. And then when we get to our destination, there's a coal mine. So, you don't need to bring your own coal. Broken Railroad, though, bring your own coal. You're going to want to bring at least a half dozen pieces. Because I think there's only 4. So then you have to use wood to get up to max temperature. Sure.
Jesus, this is cold.
It is cold. Jesus is probably like, what are you telling me for? I'm wearing sandals, you know, like. Okay. I found out the trick here is to just not look left or right. Okay, we're just going to continue to look straight ahead. And then that way all of them don't show up. Because on my other run, there was like freaking 4 of them. We'll go get settled in, do some fishing for a bit. Try to locate the heavy hammer so we can take it with us. Oh, now I'm trying to remember the ravine if we... Have we gone there?
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
So I think I went through the dam because I wanted to go to the signal tower, right? Huh, I wonder if it's going to get nice out. If that sun cuts through the fog, that'd be nice to get another mag lens fire. Let's see if it does. We got our weather crows. Looks like it. No, I think I'm just wishful thinking. Thinking wishfully? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Ew. I mean, it's not quite as bad as, say, reaching into the drawer and finding a cat turd, but it's not much better, really. Okay, here we go. It is not getting that better. Okay, if we're going to use a book... There we are. There's my 10 back. Might as well use matches, because it'll be 100% with the matches, or 100% with the fire striker.
One little fire.
Fire striker's nice when you're out with sticks or something. Pretty much by the time you get through your first fire striker, you're good on your you know your boom. There we go. Extra time. All right. Apparently, if you only do this so much, you can save the item a bit. I don't know. Never really thought about it, or tried it, or compared it,
Anything right now.
or did anything like that. You'd eat anything. Okay. Well, you will eat 2 of these, and they will get you through your 2 hours of fishing. Again, I can't expect the kind of fishing that I got earlier. Like when we were on Timberwolf there and I kept getting all those fish, don't get me wrong, I loved it. But it was also not likely. Do I have any tea? I will go thirsty.
I would do anything for a drink.
You're going to have to wait. Would you wait for a drink right now? Alright, come on, pull the salmon. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, we got 2 fish. But yeah, I'm really happy about that salmon. We're going to cook and eat that. We got here an hour. Good, good. Well, we got more than an hour, but cook that. Yes. Drop that fish for 1 hour. Now that cooking pot will give us the mercy we need on our burn time. Boom. Would you eat that? Look at that. There we go. Wonderful. Cook that fish. Oh, we're probably going to have to cancel. Okay, take it and cancel. Stop. I mean, it's good this blizzarding because it kind of helps our time out a little more, but we need to add some fuel to this thing. If I don't add fuel, we're going to be standing here with a burnt out fire. And I'll have egg on my face. Alright, here we go. I'm going to drop this. Yeah. That in there, yes. Yeah, let's do 20 in there. That's a good start. Sticks too. Just to fine tune. Whoa, no, you can come with. I don't know why I've got the library with me, but you never know. You might be feeling it one day. Also, I think if it feels like 70 degrees in here, that this thing should frost over a little slower. Anyway, what do we got? Food? None. Okay, so we are making a base here. So this is how you start with your accumulations of water. So let's drink more of that. Alright, let's fish for a couple hours. Hopefully catch yourselves a salmon. Again, because that's good. We only got some water, but we can always get some more water. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, fish. Alright. It's decent. You should cook up to about 500 calories. Alright, we'll take them both. Alright. Drop that. How much time do we got here? Oh, plenty. Oh, you sneaky. Come on, salmon. We'll eat this guy. And he'll cook that guy. That's a good one. Fish for 1 more hour. There we go.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
She's catching fish, but they're just not very big. They're like snack fish. I don't know if that 19-minute guy will burn, but you know, it's fine if he does.
I'm getting tired.
I know, right? Who fishes all night long? You do. Because I also want to catch enough fish for, like, you know, tomorrow. So she doesn't have to go hunting tomorrow. It doesn't force her into a situation where she's got to gather food, right? Because she has all the food. Or at least enough food. See, that'll only be like 100 calories right there. But, what do we got here? 45 minutes. Do some more water. We're doing it. She might be a little tired. But, alright, so, sun coming up yet? No. Okay, good. Yeah. You. Fine tune it with a U. That we got more than 2 hours, so even though it's 1:58, we get that burn mercy. But yeah, just hoping for the salmon. Because that's... You get a good calorie store off that guy. Like, even the little ones. You know, even the little ones. Well, we might as well do it. We get the cooking point, too. Okay, how much time do I have? Ooh, says an hour. So, let's cook some water. Just throw in another coal. That's good. Alright. Two hours. Here we go. Now she's exhausted. Ooh. Such a tiny fish.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright, yeah. We'll end up in a cycle of ridiculousness if we keep that up, so. She'll just keep standing here, so. I believe we'll have to cancel it. Well, actually, I think you can actually get away with it.
What do you know?
Come on.
Survived another
There we go. Okay. You're cooked. How much time do we got? 22 minutes? Another reishi. Okay, that's good. We'll grab a torch. Pick that up. Drink a tea. Ah, I drank the cold one. Silly me. That's alright, though. Alright, so we got some fish and some cooked fish. And we can go get some sleep and then check out the rest of the fishing camp. I think I'll call it an episode after that. Hopefully we don't get into it with a bear here. Oh yeah, that's right. I got that bear hide on me, don't I? I gotta drop that in here. Alright, well. Now I'm ready to hit my hotkey to get me over to the flare gun. Because if we run into a bear, I'm going to shoot at him. You know, plan A, shoot at bear. Plan B, shoot at bear again. Plan C, run. But that's what played out last time. Okay, so we got this hide situation we need to get under control. Drop you. And you. Okay, good. we're in the makings. We're in the makings. Alright, so we gotta make ourselves some rabbit skin mittens. That's gonna be awesome. We could probably just start looking at doing an overhaul on some of our stuff. Maybe to fix up, get that, you know, half a degree here, 0.3 there, 0.4 there. You know, and it does just slowly. 0.3 there kind of thing. Well, those are fine. But yeah, it just, you know, adds up, and eventually it's, you go from warmth bonus 20, and then you're sitting at 22, and you're like, oh, that's way better. And that's all she's got on. It's just the wolf coat ski jacket combo, and she's pulling off 20 warmth bonus, and probably get up to 21. You throw those nice rabbit skin mittens on her. She'll get nice and toasty. Oh, and what shape are these?
Nobody needs this anymore.
Those are decent. Pretty much the exact same shape as mine. We got some cloth we can break down. Cloth parts. Okay, so we'll sleep till midday. Go out, check the other cabins, check around that workbench. And then check for the heavy hammer at the one fishing shack. Oh, hey, it's still empty. Okay, we're gonna crouch because sometimes it's very dangerous out here. I think my dead man run actually, that's right. I'm actually waiting on a dead man run bear to die. Yes, cats, don't worry. It's all going down. Okay, we got some food under here. All of our. No bed food. Alright. The cats are gathering. The bench is my favorite. For all the things to break down, I like planks. But bench is number one. For me personally, yes. You get 4 for 40 minutes? Sure. Let's see what's in here. My cat's being funny. Both funny strange and funny haha. Hey, that reminds me. When we go out to check for that hammer, we're looking for it, guys. No. We are looking for... Well, not looking for it. We're gonna get it. We're picking up our soda.
Not sure I can carry much more.
So she'll spend the rest of the day kind of eating fish and reading. Relaxing, hopefully. Hopefully if she finds this heavy hammer, that would be really bonus. Is it by the rope? It is not. Alright, let's grab that hook. I didn't see it, I just know it's there. Oh. Okay, we need a heavy hammer. So, another place a heavy hammer occurs. Just out here. First we get our complimentary Coastal Highway soda. Ah! Yeah, darn it. Yeah, that's right. Get away. I'm carrying something on me. No decoys in inventory. Well, then what the heck was he looking at? Because he came up on me. Take a little crouch here. Yeah, he totally came up on me, man. He must have heard me and was investigating the sound. Oh, he was going for my soda. That was why we fought to the death. And I'm alive. You see how I stopped my blood loss? With a bandage. He doesn't have that option. Okay, where's... You got any friends? Yeah, he was going for my soda. Wait, where is that soda? Oh, there it is. I went... Oh, wait. Am I in pain? I am. That's mildly irritating. I mean, I'm alive, so I can't complain too hardcore, but... Where is my soda? Yeah, it's further along. Yeah, so this was the spot. We got into it. No. Did I pick up the soda already? It's like, are you... There it is. Are you blind? 0%. Ah. No wonder nobody wanted to drink it. You know, best before December 2015, and you're like, ooh. You're not even, you know, okay, October, November. No, no. Alright, come on, Hammer. Hammer's not here. Kwanzaa?
I think I can use this.
Kwanzaa, maybe? It's gotta be. Unless it shows up in that shack in between.
Gotta warm up somehow.
The fishing hut in between those two islands. Huh. I thought for sure it would be here. It is not. Oh yeah, the car. Car. Yeah, we'll check that next episode. Give this guy his feather. Go eat some fish. Read a bit. I guess we can't really read if we're in pain. I'm gonna get my bow out. That sucked. I didn't even have time to get weapons out that I needed to fight that guy. But I wasn't expecting to get into a fight. I didn't expect to see him there. I thought he'd be further down.
I'm freezing.
I thought he'd be further down. Let's see what's in here. If anything. Sometimes some quality tools. Quality tools is nice. Better than simple tools. But yeah, since we're building a base here, simple tools will be the thing. You gotta remember to drop me some water too. So that wolf volunteered up some guts. So that was nice of him. Oh yeah, I can't read now because I have worms, and worms don't like books. They don't want you to read to them. Worms don't like story time. Worms prefer nap time. Worms like
I would
naps.
drink almost anything about
Yeah, you know, you got a lot of water on you. Worms don't mind sewing. But, okay, let's put this way. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to call her here. Choose my words carefully. Yeah. It's starting to stir. So yeah, we should find everything we need at Quonset then. Okay, you can go down there then. Fine. Why do you not want to hang out together? Alright. And there we go. One right by the bed, so when I'm sleeping... Okay, so let's nip out real quick. Grab some... Gonna grab a fish and a nap, and then we'll call it. Eat all the stuff I cooked. Maybe I should... Yeah, we should do this again. So we'll start off in here. I'm gonna have a nap in the cabin. We are just swinging back from cabin fever, so it might not be a bad idea to burn some fuel.
Starting to feel numb.
But yeah, she's just gonna hang out here. We got a lot of lamp oil. Yeah, sure, give her. Because lamp oil is, again, just pretty much all over the place. It's just swimming around, you know?
Right on.
Right on, right on. Almost nothing left there. Continue with the cooking of the water. Except this time we're going to have a nap. There you go. You can go out here. And you can go... I don't understand why it won't go up there, but okay. We'll grab 5 for the fishing time. But yeah, so sleep for a quick 2. Alright, I can do that without hurting myself. Yes, okay. And yeah, we'll leave her off here. We'll see you next time. After we'll probably come into the episode as we're fishing, and then we'll go and hunt down that hammer and head to Desolation. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time. Till then, keep surviving.